Hey, this is GoingGear.com, and today we're going to take a look at the 4Sevens Quark Tactical series of flashlights. There's 5 different models. The 4 I have out here right now are the 123, the 1232, the AA, and the AA2. The 5th model is the 123 without a pocket clip, but since it's exactly the same as this guy, it just doesn't have a pocket clip, we're going to ignore it for right now. This is the packaging that they come in. This is the one that the AA Tactical actually came out of. You open up the flap and you have some information about the flashlight and the company itself. And then on the inside, you have a manual down in there, an instruction manual. And then you have where the flashlight would actually be. I promise if you buy a flashlight from me, it'll actually have the flashlight in there. And then you have the holster, the lanyard, a spare O-ring, batteries to power the light, and then a grip. We'll talk about the grip here in just a second. So the grip that comes on the lights, there's 2 different kinds. For the 2 smaller lights, the 123 and the AA, it's a ring grip, so it slips over your finger just like that. It's the same for both of the lights. And then when you're using the light, you don't actually have to be holding on to it. So you still have the use of both your hands, and you can still use the flashlight at the same time. And then on the 2 larger lights, it has a hand grip, so the grip actually slips over your entire hand. And again, you have use of both of your hands without actually having to hold on to the flashlight, which is pretty nice. And they're rubber, so they just slide on and off. If you don't like it, you can take it off, or you can put it on another flashlight if you wanted to. Now to demonstrate the different interface modes that you have, I'm going to use the AA Tactical version. These have a forward switch, so if you lightly press it, you have momentary activation, and if you click it, it'll stay on. To program it, you have 2 different modes that you can program, head tightened and head loosened. And you can program both of those to any of the different modes that the regular Quark series has. You have 5 different brightnesses, strobe, SOS, and a beacon flashing mode. So to program it, what you're going to do is when you have it turned on, you're going to tighten and loosen the head 4 times, at least 4 times. And then you want to end up in whatever it is that you want to program. So if you want to program head tightened, you want to stop it when it's in head tightened. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to blink a few times. And then we know we're in the programming mode. It's going to start off in the moonlight mode. So we turn it off and on. And it cycles through the different brightnesses first. And then it's going to go into the 3 different flashing modes, and then back down to the same cycle. So I want to set head tightened to moonlight mode, so I'm going to leave it in moonlight mode until it flashes. If we leave it on there, it's going to flash after a little while, and then once it flashes like that, then you know it's set to that. So we turn it off, and then when the head is tightened, it's always going to go straight into moonlight mode whenever I turn it on. And then the head loosened is going to go into what it was programmed to before. And again, you can program that to something else if you want to. And all these have the same interface, nice programmable little lights. And I'm going to go ahead and take these outside and see how they do outside. Alright, we're in my backyard, and since the AA and AA2 are pretty representative of what you can get out of the different lights, I'm going to use those 2 and compare them to a 2AA mini mag light with fresh batteries in it. So there's the 2AA mini mag light, and you can kind of see what's going on out there. I'm trying to shine it in a part of my yard that's about 50 yards away, and you can't really make out what's going on out there. That's pretty close to what I see with my eyes. So let's try the AA and see how it does. I've got it programmed to the full-on brightness. You can see how much more light comes out of that on just a single AA battery, just the higher quality light coming out of the front. So that's the AA, and then here is the 2AA on the full brightness. Whole lot of light coming out of that as well, and that's pretty close to what you would see with the 123 and the 1232. You might get a little bit more light out of them, but pretty close. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can reach me in the comments or at goinggear.com.